Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Wake Up Wednesdays. So, wake up. How are you guys doing today? How is your week going? The purpose of these Wake Up Wednesdays are an opportunity for us to reinvigorate one another and for us to recalibrate towards our plan. So, how do we do that? We recalibrate towards our plan by checking our GSD list, which is a get stuff done list, which is primarily driven by outcomes. We check against our outcomes and not our to dos, because if you're a list guy like me and you like working off of a list and you like to cross off your to dos, but your to dos don't build towards an outcome, then what's the point? All we're doing is going from meeting to meeting, work stream to work stream. We're double and triple booked. We have people chatting us, people coming into our office, people pinging us. We have queries to answer in the query system. We have people DMing us. And if we're not working towards our overall outcomes and marking those off, then what is the point anyway? So welcome to Wake Up Wednesdays and wake up. This is an opportunity for us to lift our heads up midweek and recharge and recalibrate. I want to talk to you guys today about an article that I posted in the group chat entitled, What are your values? What are your core values of your project or the product that you're trying to roll out? What are the core values as they pertain to the Magnificent Seven? And right now you're probably thinking, Mark, what do you mean by the Magnificent Seven? So as you guys know, the Magnificent Seven relate to or speak to the top 7 tech giants right now. And those are Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, NVIDIA, Facebook. This is what we mean by the Magnificent Seven. And instead of reinventing the wheel and looking at the over 15 different core values that these companies have individually or that they share in common, we can leverage some of those core values for our project or our product rollout, and then we can add in a couple of our own. So no need to reinvent the wheel. But let me ask you guys, on the projects you're working on right now, do you know what the core values of that project are? Or do you know what the core values of the product you want to roll out, do you know what they are? And if you don't, this is an opportunity to get your stakeholders together and review the core values. And after you review the core values, as you take them from the Magnificent Seven, the tech giants, to not reinvent the wheel, you can even add in some of your own. So those core values, there are 7 core values that we speak about in the article that I want to highlight and talk to you about now. And the first core value pertains to trust and privacy. So let me ask you guys, when you look at the projects you're running or the projects you're working in, what's the level of trust? What's the level of privacy that's currently right now in your project? You relate this to a product rollout. Let's think about something like Apple iPhone, one of the most commonly used phones. Do you feel that when you use that phone and you're chatting private or sensitive information to a friend or to a family member, do you trust that that device is going to keep your data private, or do you worry that it's going to end up on 6 o'clock news? Do you trust that every time you go to turn that device on, it's going to work for you, it's going to be there for you? So how do you relate that to your project? Well, if you have a particular product that you're rolling out in your project, you can relate it that way. Or you can relate it based on the interpersonal relationships you have. The people that you're speaking to in your projects, your stakeholders, your leadership team, your team, do you trust that when you speak to them privately, that what you guys say in private is going to stay private? Or is it an environment where people are gossiping? So you want to make sure you go back to those core values and you actually have and foster an environment of those core values. So that first one is trust and privacy. The next is integrity and innovation. So what do we mean by integrity? And what do we mean by innovation? So let's look at a company like Tesla, one of the Magnificent Seven. So Tesla is very innovative in their electric powered cars and the distances that they can go. And there's integrity in those cars. You know that when you get into a Tesla or you get into an electric vehicle, that what they say about the car is what's true. that the car is going to get you from point A to point B. There's integrity and there's trust that it can go X amount of miles before it needs to be recharged. So let me ask you guys, in your projects, do you have integrity in your products that you're rolling out? Are your products that you're rolling out, are they innovative? Or are you just copying the next best thing? Are you trying to be like Tesla? Are you trying to be like Microsoft, like Google, like Amazon? Or are you truly being innovative and have integrity? Are the products and what you say to your stakeholders, you stand behind your word, right? So this is the second most important core value, which is integrity and innovation. The next is transparency. So transparency, we take this from NVIDIA. So what the NVIDIA CEO says is that he doesn't believe in a big hierarchical structure. When he has information, he'll tell 60 people at the same time. And the reason why he'll tell 60 people at the same time is he doesn't feel that information should be coveted. And he feels that when information is sent out, it's sent out to everyone so that they're all working from the same primary objective. So let me ask you guys, is there transparency in your projects or your product rollout? Or are you operating from an environment where this only gets said to this person, and this only gets said to this person, and that information feeds up and down the chain, and there isn't a level of transparency where everyone's getting the same information at the same time so that they can work on rolling into the project or rolling into the product as best as they can. So that's the third one. The third one is transparency. I'm just checking time here. I'm checking my notes and see we're almost at about time. So I'll try and go through the next ones a little faster. So the fourth is customer focused. Okay. Fourth item. How customer focused are you? So your end project goals or your end product rollout, do you have feedback? Did you do some market analysis to say, this will enhance my customer experience? How do you measure against that? The fifth is taken from Amazon, which is operational excellence. How much does it actually cost your logistics partner to roll out this project or this product? Does it make sense? Are we doing things in the most efficient and effective way? Where we can automate things or things automated? Are we doing things manually just for the sake of doing them manually? Right? How much is it costing us to do these things operationally versus the money we're bringing in? So this is where we want to talk about operational excellence. The sixth item is speed. What is our time to market? How long does it take us to get to market? Are there competitors out there in the space that offer a similar product but can bring it to market faster? And the last is sustainability. So once we have trust and privacy, we have integrity and innovation, we have transparency, we're customer focused, we have operational excellence, we have speed. How sustainable is the last core value? Can we continue to do this and deliver over the years? Guys, so excuse me, I hope you enjoyed this opportunity to think about core values as they come from the 7 tech giants known as the Magnificent Seven. I hope you took this as an opportunity to think about how you can bring these core values into your projects and work with your stakeholders to not reinvent the wheel and say, these are the core values that we can adhere to. Are we adhering to these, or what are the other values we want to bring to the space? And once again, welcome to Wake Up Wednesdays. So wake up. Let's please continue to keep the dialogue going. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call sometime and hustle harder. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.